Oakland, California, and Oracle Arena. Bell. For the Cavaliers, the same five remain the same.
Much respect to J.R. Smith.
And I echo those feelings, absolutely. A lot of class and respect for his ability to stand in front of us and talk about it.
Nice pass inside, and McGee right away pays dividends. An automatic technical. Curry bumped by Kevin Love. Here's Durant. Nice feed inside, and JaVale McGee's got two jumps. Both coaches were pleased with their turnover count. James drives inside. This was his first shot, but
yeah, Cleveland has to have fewer turnovers than Golden State.
Durant to the basket. Tristan Thompson double team, trying to find a teammate. James whips it out to George Hill. Hill blocked by Draymond Green. Hill gets it back and banks it home. Hill in game one at just 7 points. Curry off the dribble, gets past Kevin Love. And 5 for 5 from the field. Durant tries to pick up a charge. James off the dribble, gets past McGee, finds Tristan Thompson.
And if you're the
Cavaliers led after the first quarter of game one. It was tied at halftime of game one as Klay Thompson from downtown.
There's no hobble to his game right now.
Well, when that injury happened, 2 on the shot clock. James has it deflected. Another steal. Curry ahead to Draymond Green. In for the slam.
You're watching them, the level that we've become accustomed to watching them defend. And they're starting the ball game off the right way.
George Hill with a much-needed bucket, but 17-9. Thompson sets a good screen. James spins, drives, count it, and 1. Durant has George Hill on him. Huge height advantage. No problem for Kevin Durant. He should his first.
No, just make it whether he makes the shot or not.
J.R. Smith drives inside, flips it up, shot's good, and 1. Curry tries to get in the way. James keeps his dribble back out. Smith wide open for 3. That's good. The block.
I think it goes right to your leadership, and that's LeBron James and Ty Lue. Obviously, this team has stayed ready.
Curry ready.
Defensively.
Jordan Bell, the rookie, guarding LeBron James. What a beautiful pass, and Kevin Love with the finish.
And they get a quality shot. I'm not sure I wouldn't run that every play, every game.
Draymond Green to Bell. And the rookie with a flush.
What a pass.
Shot James the rebound. Throws it ahead to Kevin Love. Love back to James. Oh, beautiful delayed break. A difficult shot. And the Warriors come the other way as we're under 2 to play here in the first. Nice feet inside. Steph Curry with his second field goal. He had a big overtime in game one. 6 points at all 3 of his shots as Jeff Green backs. By the way, that foul on Klay Thompson was his second. So Thompson and Durant both with 2. Durant jumper right on target. Thompson, long 3. Korver got a piece.
Outstanding closeout. 2 full steps behind the 3-point line for Korver as Clarkson gets an easy one.
Has 3 assists here. Green's 3-pointer misses. Hit a couple of big threes late in the game. Livingston offensive rebound back to Durant. Knocks down the 3. They don't call it a lot though as Durant has it deflected back.
Because they don't just grab people.
And Mike, you can't give them a license to do it every game.
Thompson, one of the stats was there. Back to George Hill. Quick release on the 3 is good.
Committing a foul. It's a difficult play.
So the key is watching the defender and the verticality as Love gets inside. Bumped. Count it, and 1. West and Curry play catch. West inside, kicks it out to Livingston. The mid-range jumper, Sean Livingston. 1. And again, without Iguodala, so important, his role. Love inside again. Shot blocked by West. Love gets it back. Comes up short. Curry finds some room. Gets off the 3. Got it! Curry, the crossover. Durant off the dribble. JaVale McGee back in the game and another bucket. He's three beautifully. Here's Durant. Durant, nice shuffle pass. And JaVale McGee.
Shots. And James was going to come out before the timeout. But they kept him in since he got the timeout.
George Hill, good aggressive move to the basket. McGee did not roll. That's what Durant thought. James drives inside, reverse layup, banks it home. And it's back.
Got himself an easy one there.
And not sat yet. Curry hits a three. Steph Curry from way downtown. Steph Curry the rebound, helping out.
He's a terrific guard rebounder.
Curry again. Puts it in. Steph Curry drills it. Game one was tied at halftime. Right now, Golden State a comfortable lead. James drives. Layup is good. Beautiful move.
With the easy stuff, they're getting close to the basket, guys.
All right, DB. James had 15 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds, and 2 steals. But for them to have any chance, those are unbelievable numbers. First half, Thompson gets the rebound, lays it up and in. Well, offensive rebounds was big in game one. 19 offensive rebounds for the Cavaliers.
That's awful defense and good offense by the Warriors.
Yeah, terrific hammer play coming out. That's 2-second shots right there. Tristan Thompson has created in the first 2 possessions.
It's the first time in 4 games in these playoffs. Good looking, nails his three-pointer. His first of the game and only the 4th for the Cavs.
Outstanding extra pass by J.R. Smith to a wide-open Kevin Love in the corner.
And the lead. Paint foul, shot won't go. George Hill came over. And Hill will pick up his 3rd personal.
I love this, Coach. LeBron takes the double team and makes the proper play.
J.R. Smith could have shot it. Instead, moved it on to a better shot.
Durant to the line. He spent a lot of time there recently. Previous 4 games he's on ESPN Plus. Current episode focuses on Kevin Love from game 1 of these finals. Love had a 21-point, 13-rebound game. There's James. Finds Hill. Hill gets past McGee. Double team. Nice feed inside again. And Tristan Thompson.
Much more aggressive offensively, and it makes them a better team.
That's nearly stolen by Hill, but McGee grabs and finishes. Love well beyond the arc. That's good. Kevin Love, a couple of 3-pointers early here in the 3rd.
But it's the hockey assist early in the game.
It's just a different game these days, Coach, where you got to close to the body. So many great shooters.
James deflects it out of bounds. Beverages go flying. Have you had any traction at all on your sippy cups?
I said unnecessary delay could all be prevented.
Green off the dribble, goes to the rim, and gets hacked by $25,000 for not leaving the court in a timely manner. In game 1, had 13 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, 5 steals, and 3 blocks. He came very close to that rare 5-by-5 game.
What is the stat obsession?
No, that's one you never see. It shows versatility.
Well, we didn't see it the other night either.
Thompson throws it down.
What does that mean?
It means
so
that
there's
when
still
somebody
none.
does accomplish it, it's wonderful.
But he didn't accomplish it. You're bringing it up as if
He was
He
so close.
Well, there's probably a lot of
So close in the corner. And it's back to 8 again. George Hill having a terrific game, 15 points.
Let me give you credit. You're on your game right now.
McGee throws it down.
We saw Zaza Pachulia start a lot of games this season for the Golden State Warriors. But what JaVale McGee presents to them is a much better receiver than the other guys because the radius of catch is so much different.
He throws it back up top to James. 5 to shoot. James inside. Beautiful move from LeBron James. Keep it close despite some mini runs by the Warriors. Curry tries to flip it up, tried to draw a foul.
Well, late clock, he just puts his head down. That's a beautiful finish. Left hand.
James off 1 foot. Comes up short. Clay Thompson gets a running start. Thompson 13 points as Andre Iguodala calmly watches. Thompson ankle looks pretty good. James rises, knocks it down. That's his first of the game, and he's got 20. 8 for 3. James, beautiful pass. Tristan Thompson running the floor.
Today, one of my former classmates, the great Greg Bundy, is here in the front row as we watch. How many shout-outs do you give?
Steph Curry.
There's the great Greg Bundy.
It's not about sponsoring you, it's about sponsoring
Provision, baby. That's exactly right. Double area and pass from there. Like it's a highlight. Good catch, good slip by.
Final schedule again, all games on ABC. Game 3 Wednesday as the series shifts to Cleveland. Quicken Loans Arena. Tip off shortly after 9 Eastern. And Game 4 will be Fry's time leading scorer in the history of the NBA. Yet his #1 strength, you guys still feel, is his ability to pass.
Well, not only does he have a chance to do that, but he's going to beat Jabbar's record. And he could do it.
Shot clock at 6. Durant, little crossover, pull-up, jumper. James will play the point. Kevin Love, another 3. Cleveland struggling in the first half from downtown, coming alive. They're now 8 of 17.
But Mike Davis,
Difficult shot. 15 for Klay Thompson.
By being in a sit-man right now, there's going to come a point where he's going to turn it on, looking to be aggressive as a scorer.
12 assists for LeBron James. From Klay Thompson, again, he was questionable with that left ankle, a high ankle sprain, suffered in Game 1. He actually played 40 minutes. Durant, deflected by James, goes right to Jordan Bell, who's fouled by Tristan Thompson.
Making the defense come to him and then rewarding a rolling Tristan Thompson at the rim.
So free throws from the rookie Jordan Bell, a second-round pick out of shot blocker. He probably received a lot more time than they thought coming into the season. James releases down the other 8, catches it in traffic, falls down.
They gave Ty Lue a tee. Wow.
There certainly was a lot of contact. Got to give him space to land. And because he kept his balance for a while, but then just couldn't sustain.
When you then give a coach who's normally very calm a technical foul and compound it, he never argues. And so when he brings up calls, and then when you get a guy who very rarely does it, as Curry drives, and he says something, we don't have the tolerance for them.
Oh.
That's where the eyes are supposed to be.
Durant, one dribble, pull-up shot misses. Bell tips it, ball still loose, and it's back to 7 again. Love has 13 points already here in the quarter. There's still over 3 to play.
One of these teams get a run of stops, because right now, if I'm either coach, I'm not satisfied with the defense that we're playing.
Drives to the bucket, banks it home. The pace is certainly quick, and Curry inside finds Jordan Bell, back out.
8 shot. Kept Cleveland on their heels and created that wide open shot.
And a whistle and a foul. Steph Curry fighting through some screens.
Look at the Warriors defense, they're beautiful.
He prides himself on efficiency.
Thank you, DB. Meanwhile, the Warriors have prided themselves on their third quarter explosions. 224 for Cleveland.
And that's the second time they've trapped James in a pick and roll in the middle of the floor. And both times, Tristan Thompson made good plays.
Is in with Livingston, Jordan Bell, Durant, and Klay Thompson. James drives, throws it up. A little too high for Larry Nance.
LaVille, what do you do with a 7-footer leading the break with the ability to stop and pop like that? You lose.
Back up to Durant, tried to thread the needle, but turns it over. James to Jeff Green. Free on Durant.
You see the drop-off pass to Nance.
Bounce 4 of them offensive rebounds.
You know how his dad got to the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Worked out well for both teams and both players.
And that's a young Kevin Johnson that was playing behind the great Mark Price.
He was an absolute rocket. I was thinking more, they left you as a springboard to Tom Chambers. You remember that?
It's not in your contract to not mention that.
J.R. Smith. Well off. Nance on a follow. Won't go, but a foul. And he'll head back to the free throw line.
Mike, congratulations to
With such freedom. Kiki Vandeweghe, Alex English.
Highest scoring team in NBA history for that stretch. 10 years with the Denver Nuggets.
All taken 1 year. That pass LeBron James just threw going to his left, it didn't result in anything. That was a
Grant shoots a quarter. James.
They have missed some wide open three-point shots.
Hitting them earlier in the period, but not the last few. About a 2-second difference. Down with 4.6 remaining. That's his first three-pointer of the playoffs.
I thought it was before it was in the act of being thrown in, too.
It was.
Any official.
A dead ball foul on this.
Official will ask the official on the floor, when do you have the foul? He'll tell the replay official here in the center when he has the foul, and if it's determined that it's before the release of the ball, it will be an away from the play.
When you see during that action, Andre Iguodala pulling Bell aside, talking to him of how to defend LeBron James.
And on an away from the play foul.
To their advantage because there's only 4.6 seconds, so they're only getting one shot, but they're having to take the ball out 94 feet.
A better play and puts him in better position to defend LeBron.
And they just brought in Draymond Green to defend James on this last possession.
Fine defensive play.
Again, I'm not going to undersell Andre Iguodala's discussion with him. So the rookie comes out and makes the play. Iguodala celebrates it. That's how you know what I'm talking about.
Iggy.
Throws it up. And that will end the third quarter.
Steve Kerr, despite outshooting them significantly all game, they're still attached. So what will this fourth quarter come down to?
Well, we got to do a better job on the three-point.
On LeBron James. One of the things Steve Kerr's got to be happy with is the rebounding. They are out-rebounded by 15 in game one, but it's a one-rebound disparity. Curry fakes, Curry drives, left-handed short, rebound Draymond Green. A new 24.
Kerr committee. We've seen the guards get involved and secure rebounds all game long.
Meanwhile, speaking of all game long, James has not sat yet. Weston and Nance with the rebound. Then with that extra day between games 1 and 2, James get a little extra rest. Quick release from James. Every time it seems like the Warriors are going to break this game open, the Cavaliers respond.
Not the move he put on Larry Nance, breaking him down.
George Hill with 15 points. Curry back in the corner. Nice little fake. Sets up another. Got it again. Steph Curry back-to-back three.
Needs to get open better than anyone who's ever played.
Steph Curry isolating on top. Crossover, force, yeah, knocks down the jumper. Celebrate. I love his teammates. Appreciating the greatness of Steph Curry. And speaking of greatness, how about the task?
In finals play, only Jerry West has scored more points in finals. James stays on the floor, getting to play the entire game.
Coach talked about, that's that elbow catch. That's a tough play to defend.
James now guarding Draymond Green. Livingston gets back
after a timeout. Nice pass by Draymond Green as well.
Livingston, by the way, has not missed a shot yet.
Well, he sets the fake flare and just slips it. And again, Green is so good.
Old Sean Livingston with the injury to Andre Iguodala getting a lot more time. His 4th year with Golden State. It's his 9th NBA team. He's got 2 rings.
Thompson has created in the first 2 possessions.
15 minutes without a turnover. It's the first time in 4 games in these playoffs. Good looking. Nails his 3-pointer. His first of the game and only the 4th. And Hill will pick up his 3rd person.
Terrific handle play coming out.
Takes the double team and makes the proper play.
J.R. Smith could have shot it. Instead,
That's 2 sets from game 1 of these finals. Love had a 21-point, 13-rebound game. There's James. Nearly stolen by Hill, but he grabs and finishes. Love well beyond the arc. That's good. Kevin Love, a couple of 3-pointers. Great shoot. James. James deflects it out of bounds. Beverages go flying.
Unnecessary delay could all be prevented.
He's been so good at Green with the
Again, fighting to get
in game 1 had 13 points, 11.
By being in a sit man right now, there's going to come a point where he's going to turn it on, looking to be aggressive as a scorer.
12 assists game 1. Actually played 40 minutes of it. Durant, deflected by James, goes right to Jordan Bell, who's fouled by Tristan Thompson. Well, free throws from the rookie Jordan Bell, a 2nd-round pick out of team shot blocker. He probably received a lot more time than they thought coming into the season. There certainly was a lot of contact. Got to give him space to land. And because he kept
never argues. And so when you bring up calls, and then when you get a guy who very rarely does it, as Curry drives, and he says something.
Shot misses. Bell tips it. Ball still loose. And it's back to 7 again. Love has 13 points already here in the quarter. Curry, a little shake and bake. Off the glass. Misses. And an offensive foul. Well, part of this being aware, looking down the other end of the floor to see the shot clock expiring, knowing he's got to get off quick. Draymond Green felt the travel came before. That's 4 on Draymond Green.
Yeah, but this is what Coach is talking about. Ty Lue got a technical foul.
Right. And Draymond is allowed for some and not for others. I think it almost encourages people as you see James 1, 2, 3. He only cursed me out a little bit that time, so it's okay. And then you take more rope and more rope and more rope.
James flips the play. Second time's done that in this game. Big height advantage for Durant, but Hill's using his good hands. James drives on Looney. Gets his
drives are creating such high-quality shots.
Curry from downtown, his 8th three-pointer of the game, and that ties the finals record. Tying him with Ray Allen, who did it for the Heat back in 2010.
By Steph Curry.
And the foul. By the way, Allen did it for the Celtics in 2010. And Curry now with 30 points, this lead of the game. James backs in, double team. Tough shot, can't get it to fall.
Great help by Green.
And a beautiful pass. Steph Curry's 8 assists. Tyronn Lue needs a timeout. The Warriors have blown this open. It's an 18-point
Curry. Shot fake to open up the passing lane. The 18-point lead.
And their big 3 scores. Having one of those nights. James drives inside, left-handed, misses. Now Now James switches up. Pass deflected. Good hands from LeBron James. And Golden State with 6 to shoot.
And if I'm George Hill,
Hill grabbed him. That's going to be Hill's 5th foul.
I agree with you. You got to offer some resistance. It's not his fault, but he doesn't stand a chance if Kevin Durant catches
somebody coming from the weak side.
Would you use precarious growing up like that, just throwing it in the middle of a sentence?
Well, you mean this?
Kevon Looney back to Curry. Curry mishandles, gets it back, finds Lou. Stolen by Kevin Love. Got any family members that have birthdays? Now they're just not dropping for Cleveland.
And Mike, we talked about rebounding. Kevin Durant has done a good job rebounding for the Warriors tonight.
And they're going to empty the bench right now for Cleveland.
Yep. 18-point game with 5:09 remaining. This early to empty.
Maybe you could have utilized him at some point in this series, but he can score.
And I think this, too, Jordan Clarkson, maybe he gets a few buckets in garbage time, gives him some confidence.
Teron Lue brings off LeBron James and Kevin Love and J.R. Smith and George Hill. Clarkson Hood.
I would consider fouling Looney, though. I would tell you that. From the Cavs.
Yeah, I think even Jordan Bell.
Durant right there. Over thought he was fouled. Going up on 3 and his 9th three-pointer of the game. 16 of his 33 here in the 4th. He has had 3 straight magnificent games. Remember, he missed the first 6, 9 of 17 from downtown. 33 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds. A dominant Steph Curry.
I mean, unbelievable. And the guy's ability to shoot the basketball puts you in awe.
He struggled with Young, Kevon Looney, and Patrick McCaw. So both coaches have emptied the benches with 3:05 remaining. 3 rebounds.
And I wonder if they did a stat, Mike. He had 13 assists. Well, what about the ones that got fouled?
Right.
And how many?
This game 2 of the finals. Analysis from Stephen A. Michael Wilbon, Tim Legler. We'll hear from LeBron James at his post-game press conference. And reports for quarter, the Cavs made a couple of really nice runs, cut it to 5 at one point. A 10-point game entering the 4th, and the 4th quarter is Cook backs it home.
Expect them to be better, but this is not the Celtics that they're facing. This is the Warriors, and their mentality will be to put the Cavs away in game 3.
Shot from behind, nearly blocked, and here's Hood, who's completely fallen out of the rotation. Betty Osman, and a goaltend called on McCaw. In the opening round against Indiana. They've won 8 straight at Quicken Loans Arena since then. Meanwhile, Golden State was a brilliant offensive performance from the best offensive team in the league. 120 points right now, 59% shoot. NBA countdown kicks off the coverage at 8 Eastern and tip off shortly after 9. Game 1 was a thriller. Zizic lays it up and in.
Simply right out of the bat was suffocating. And that 3rd quarter, their defense, I thought, got picked apart by Cleveland.
Bouncing back from that health scare. And most importantly, Kevin Durant being efficient. Once again, Kevin Durant being efficient, because that had been a major concern.
10 of 14 from had 9 boards, had 7 assists as well.
If they don't turn the ball over, 4 of the 7 games, but it's hard to keep this team down.
Jose Calderon, the veteran, playing in his first. J.R. Smith tried to respond, but just 5 points, 2 of 9 from the field.
But he can go whole.
Clarkson to Hood. Hood has not been able to find a rhythm in the playoffs. Nice move inside, and now Golden State and dribble it out with a 2-0 finals lead. A brilliant display of shooting for Golden State and LeBron James.